An IRS situation. Listen, a lot of y'all don't understand how this shit work because y'all not on that tax bracket, right? What happened was that I didn't report my taxes for 2020, 21, 22, and 23. Those years, I done paid $6 million, $2 million in 2018, $1.3 million 2019. For the year of 2020, I'm at 1.8 million. Over $6 million went to the IRS. Like I said, when you make over a certain amount of money, I think they tax you in the state of New York.
It looks like 6IX9's financial downfall is real this time, and the IRS is not showing him any mercy. They raided his home, seized all of his jewelry, and even put his mansion up for sale. This is where things really went downhill for him, and he lost it on social media. Not even his signature lace front wigs were safe, as those two were auctioned off, and let's just say, the girls wasted no time snatching them up the moment they hit the auction site. To make matters worse, 6IX9INE had the audacity to come online and troll his fans, calling them broke, all while his face was plastered on the IRS website. The irony was thick. His own financial situation was unraveling, yet he was still mocking his fans. So why is the IRS coming for him so hard? Well, it turns out that 6IX9INE hasn't paid taxes in 4 years. Yes, you read that right. For 4 years, he thought he could evade the IRS and get away with not paying a single dime in taxes. And what's even crazier is that he thought the IRS would just let him slide. The reality is the IRS doesn't play around, no matter how big or famous you are, and 6IX9INE learned that lesson the hard way. A few days ago, the IRS posted all of his seized jewelry on their website for auction. The pieces sold out in a flash, and some of them were far from cheap. For example, his famous Bruce the Shark diamond pendant was listed for over $2 million, and despite the pendant having a few cracks, it still drew multiple bidders. That alone was a huge public embarrassment for 6IX9INE. To add insult to injury, he went on Instagram to try to explain the situation and make excuses. He claimed that the IRS broke into his home while he was away in the Dominican Republic. He said they took all his jewelry after they raided his safe, expecting to find money, but all they found was jewelry, so they took it and sold it. But wait, it gets even more interesting. According to 6IX9INE, the IRS wasn't selling his items because he failed to pay taxes. It was because he didn't report his income for 4 years. He said that when he finally tried to report it, he was stuck in the Dominican Republic due to immigration issues, which prevented him from leaving the country for 8 months. In a bid to justify his actions, 6IX9INE posted photos of stacks of cash on Instagram with the caption explaining that the IRS raided his house because they thought he was hiding money. He claimed that his inability to leave the Dominican Republic was the reason they came after him so hard, implying that the IRS thought he was trying to run from them. But the truth is, the IRS doesn't care about your excuses. They're interested in getting their money, and it seems 6IX9INE's avoidance tactics caught up with him. The sad part is the IRS has every reason to go after him. Back in 2022, 6IX9INE himself admitted during his court trial that he was financially broke. He confessed that he didn't even have enough money to pay for his lawyer. He went on to explain that he was barely getting any royalties from his merchandise deals, which were drying up fast.
IRS situation. Listen, a lot of y'all don't understand how this work because y'all not on that tax bracket, right? What happened was that I didn't report my taxes for 2020, 21, 22, and 23. Those years, I done paid $6 million, $2 million in 2018, $1.3 million 2019. For the year of 2020, I'm at 1.8 million. Over $6 million went to the IRS. Like I said, when you make over a certain amount of money, I think they tax you in the state of New York 54%. Biden was trying to raise it to 62% in the state of New York and California. So I moved out of New York to Florida where it has different tax laws. Long story short, thank God we have Donald Trump, who's now the president, who's going to change a lot of tax laws, because what they do is, like I said, I got an open case right now, so I don't want to talk bad about the IRS, but I quote my president, Donald Trump, these people belong at the border. They just a big gang that comes after your income and everything. So listen, this is not no Airbnb. This is not an Airbnb. This is my house. This is how I really live. Done.
That's a fact.
And bitches who know us, listen, you could be a hater. It's cool. Just remember, you got to pay rent on the first. What's today? Oh, y'all got to pay rent. Listen, you got to pay rent tomorrow. Look at me. He's got to pay rent tomorrow. So it's cool to hate, but remember, you got to clock in at 9 a.m. You got to clock in at 9 a.m. tomorrow. You got to clock out at 5 p.m.
He had been dropped from his merchandise deals just before his arrest, and his career was left in limbo. He said he was struggling to make ends meet, and he didn't know if he would ever earn the kind of money he did before his arrest. In a statement he made at the time, 6IX9INE said, "I do not receive any royalties under those agreements, since my royalty accounts remain unreconciled. It will surely bankrupt me in a way from which I will never recover, to the permanent detriment and hardship of the family members who rely upon me." This statement wasn't just a sob story. It was a glimpse into his financial struggles. He admitted that his lavish lifestyle had left him with few options, and that he was spiraling into a financial pit that he couldn't escape from. But 6IX9INE's financial woes didn't stop there. Back in 2021, he found himself in another legal battle, this time involving a stripper who sued him for allegedly hitting her in the head with a bottle of champagne. According to court documents obtained by TMZ, the judge ordered 6IX9INE to pay nearly $10 million in damages. As part of that case, the judge also ruled that 6IX9INE's assets, including his Rolls-Royce and mansion in Florida, could be sold off to pay for the damages owed to the stripper. So when the IRS took his jewelry and posted it for sale, it wasn't just a random act of vengeance. It was part of an ongoing effort to recover the money he owed in back taxes. The fact that his signature pieces were put on auction, and some of them sold out immediately, only added to the humiliation. His famous diamond pendant and other high-end jewelry were sold to the highest bidder, and some of these items fetched millions of dollars, underscoring just how far 6IX9INE's finances had deteriorated. This whole situation is not only a major embarrassment for 6IX9INE, but also a reminder of the consequences of financial mismanagement and evading taxes. Despite his public trolling and excuses, the reality is that 6IX9INE has been living a lavish lifestyle without paying the price for it, literally. His failure to report income for years, his refusal to face up to his tax obligations,
so what
and
happened
his
between you and
inability.
6IX9INE?
Oh yeah, we talked about.
Because there's dummy vapes on the thing.
Yeah, dude.
So are you mad about that? Should we throw them off the ship, or?
I honestly am mad about that. I mean, dude, it's right. So I got him a deal, right? To play video games
With Rumble?
once a week for an hour.
Damn.
$2 million up front, and just doesn't do anything.
It's crazy.
I mean, it's pretty much that simple. But it's the fact that he had no money at the time, and he needed money to fucking. He breaks up with his girlfriend, and he needs money to buy Birkin bags for all these black chicks and give away money to make his girlfriend jealous. That's literally like the factual story. I need money right now. I have no money, and I got to make my ex-girlfriend jealous by trying to have sex with all her friends. That's what happened. And he just like, bro, he told the company, I need $2 million up front so I can buy a content house.
Damn.
And they believed him, dude. The guy's an idiot.
To manage his financial affairs have now caught up with him. And despite all the social media rants and explanations, the IRS, the courts, and the public aren't showing him any sympathy. It's hard to know where 6IX9INE goes from here. He's publicly humiliated, financially strapped, and battling multiple legal issues. He may still have some diehard fans, but the reality is his career is on the decline. Whether he can turn things around and find a way to bounce back is anyone's guess. But right now, it seems like his past is coming back to haunt him in the worst possible way. It looks like 6IX9INE is really feeling the heat now. And honestly, the man's priorities are all kinds of messed up. One of his former best friends, who he was in business with, spilled the tea on why he fell out.
6IX9INE broke or nah? Yeah, he broke as a mother. 6IX9INE ain't got nothing, man. Over there doing bad, bro. I had to send it $20 for some gas, man. Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why we was telling the people ain't nothing we can really do for you right now, because broke, bro. It's terrible, man. Like, sad thing to see such a talented young man.
And surprise, surprise, it was all about money. According to the friend, 6IX9INE called him up asking for help to raise some cash so he could set up a content house and buy Birkin bags for his side chicks to make his girlfriend jealous.